All right, we are going to look at this week's weekly analysis. We are going to use the information that we used last time, and we are going to see how it played out and how we're going to use that information for this week and use it to our advantage. So we are not going to delete all of our zones. We are going to adjust and delete the ones that are necessary and put new ones that we need to work with for this week. All right. So this is the weekly analysis. This is the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, this is one thing that you should know. We should notice the formation that price is giving us. Now, as you can see, price went up, gave us a high, and we can see it came down, right? Price made a low that we have right here, and then price went up again, and now we're back at the low. However, as price is now back at the low, there's one thing that you should notice. We've done 1, we've done 2, we've done 3. Could this be 4? Possibly for a 5. All right. So even though we might end up looking for some bullish moves for this week, that does not mean that price is reversed. We are only saying that price is correcting for it to be able to give us another impulse. Remember, price does not move in a straight line, so it needs to give us an impulse, a correction, and an impulse for price to play out perfectly well. All right, so this is our long-term view. This is what we're expecting long-term wise, and we are now going to go on the lower time frames. First of all, let's see if there's any zones that we need to adjust. Price, now remember, you can see price has created a high right here, and price has respected our low 1, and it has respected our low 2, right? We have a support that's right here. So if price has respected our low twice, that means it's rejecting, right? We don't have a final confirmation, but as you can see, price is respecting our low, and it could go back up or somewhat up to here, and then maybe range a little bit before it goes down. So this is the last area that I could say price needs to respect for it not to get to this high. Price needs to respect this area right here. So let's highlight that area right here. Let's just highlight it. Oh, it's even our order block area. So let's leave it as our order block area. We have already highlighted that. Now, the reason why I'm saying price might go higher is if you look at our previous weekly candle, respected this low. As you can see, price put back up instead of closing below this low. Price put back up and closed above. So since price put back up and closed above, that tells us that price could be rejecting the low for a push higher. Now, if you look at this week's candle, price has retested that low, and as we can see, we have another week, price is rejecting. So if it's rejecting, then it might be trying to push to our order block area. All right, now let's go on to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we have very interesting information on the daily time frame. Now, the view that we are trying to give you shows more properly on the daily time frame. Now, this is the last high that price created, right? This is the high that we're saying price should respect if price is going to stay in this range for it to go lower. Now, price can actually push higher for a bigger range, but for it to go higher, it has to break this zone right here. So until price breaks that zone, the only high that we're expecting it to touch is this area right here for a push lower. The trend will only change if price breaks above this. So that will mean this is our first zone, second zone for a trend to change. Remember, always remember this, price needs to break 2 supports or 2 resistances for the trend to change. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Now, if we go on the daily time frame, currently where price is at, we have had price push low, right? We had a rejection right here, then price pushed low again right here for a retest, and now we have a rejection that happened today. Now, if we remember some of our formations, that's our W formation. That means price is reversing and it can push price up to our target. All right, so we have a formation on the daily time frame. For this formation to pull through, we just need to see another bullish candle that's pushing price higher. But considering how price closed today, like yesterday, we should have a good push up for today's current candle. We should have price pushing higher because there was volume on our previous day. We should get some volume again, some bullish volume today. So for today, we are not looking at any bearish signals or any bearish confirmations. We are looking at bullish confirmations. All right, now let's readjust our zones. We can put this low over there, and then this zone right here, we can remove it for now. All right, and we can also remove this one, but that is already played out. Our trade was successful. This is the view that we had. It all played out very well. So now we are looking to hold a little bit and get more better entries for a bearish move, for another bearish impulse. Now we're looking at this high right here. So what we are looking at right now, we're saying price has made a high, price has made a low, right? Price came down, reached the low, rejected, went up, reached the high, rejected, came down, reached the low, rejected. What else is it gonna do? Reach the high or reject? We don't know. But what we do know is we can expect price to reach our next high, which is this one. And then we have to watch and wait and see what price does when it reaches this area. And then we can decide, okay, are we taking bearish signals? Are we accepting bearish setups or not? But only after price is reached that high. For now, we cannot. For us to be able to see if we are taking any bearish setups, we should see price breaking a low. But that low, we're going to see it on the 1 hour time frame. We just need to adjust our zones properly. All right, now we've adjusted. Let's move on to the 1 hour time frame. All right, on the 1 hour time frame, what do we need to see right here? We need price to break this low. Price needs to break that low. Now, remember, 2 supports need to be broken for the trend to change, or 2 resistance needs to be broken for the trend to change. So that's 1, and this is 2. So for someone who's looking to take this trade, remember this is also valid. So price is rejecting this area. All right. So if price is going to go higher, it's going to need to break above right here for it to reach our target. If not, we could see price rejecting this area and playing around here, even coming down low all the way down here, and then maybe possibly give us that push higher. Now this is definitely very much possible because price needs to retest for it to go higher. Remember, price doesn't move in a straight line. All right, so this is a very much possible unless if we get some volume that can push price to reach our target, and then we can see some sort of a formation that will push price back, maybe another range, another retest for it to come lower. But for now, it's a waiting game situation. You can scalp with buy trades, but you need to wait. So for now, you have either you buy on retest right here with your target right there. If you don't see the signal around this area, then either you might see the signal around this area, and if price doesn't come all the way to retest on these areas, all we need to see is price breaking above this high. So what we need is a bullish candle closing above this high. That's all you need for price to go higher. You need to see a bullish candle closing above this high, with your target being our next high. Wicks like this, I don't trust them, as you can see. So for some people, they might want to take the trade when it comes to retest, or you might just take the trade if the price closes the bullish candle above this high, then that would be pushing price higher to our target. All right, these are rejection weeks, but considering that price was already up, almost the daily clean was about to close, we can accept these rejection weeks. But rejection weeks like this are very dangerous. It's the same rejection weeks that you have over there. These are rejection weeks. These weeks are very dangerous, as you can see right there. These weeks are very dangerous, so you need to be careful. Now that's all for this week. We should see what we have next, and we can look again and adapt the information that we have and see which setups we are looking forward to. But that's it for now. Let's watch and see, and then we can continue after we have new information.